welcome you back to Grace Hall on the campus of Lehigh University. Shel Siegel, Larry Sheridan bringing you the action in what could be the premier bout of the day. Lehigh's #1 nationally ranked wrestler, Peter Yozzo, at 142 pounds, captain of the Lehigh team, 9-2. Craig Dellorso, I believe he's captain of the Navy team, Larry.
He certainly is.
19-4-2.
His record belies where he's not ranked. I don't understand. He's not even ranked in the top 20. And in my books, a guy with the record he has and the abilities he has should be up there.
For the benefit of the fans in the Annapolis, Baltimore area, Yozzo injured himself several weeks ago, a very bad injury to his foot. It was felt he might not wrestle at all the remaining part of this season. Came back and remarkably has won 3 in a row since returning, defeating Mike Carr of Iowa State, Matt Carroll of Maryland, and Mike French of Army.
No takedown yet. He dropped to the mat, and they're out of bounds. And he gets 2 because he had a cross body ride on him as he went out of bounds in that situation. Yozzo getting a little bump in the mouth in that situation. Here's a kid that Dellorso, who we watched, Shell, and when we do the PIAA championship, he was a PIAA champion in 1983 when he wrestled at
Canonsburg, Pennsylvania.
Cannon McMillan High School. He was the Eastern champ at 134 his plebe year and was 3rd last year.
Several Pennsylvania wrestlers in this Navy lineup tonight, actually 4 of them. Mike DiNardo from Pittsburgh at 118. Aaron Peters we'll see at 158. Scott Kelly at 190. And here's Craig Dellorso at 142 from Canonsburg.
Yozzo up front trying to gain a cradle, but they cross the line and go out of bounds, and he's still in control.
Well, they nearly got the Buddha there. Joe Ryan went over quickly.
One thing a lot of people forget, the Pittsburgh coach, in addition to being a 3-time NCAA champion, was also a 2-time state champion. So he knows how good Pennsylvania wrestling is, and that's why we always see him at the PIAA tournament, and he always successful in recruiting state champions from Pennsylvania to head down to the Naval Academy. And Pennsylvania is a good wrestling state when 6 of the top 20 schools in the nation are from Pennsylvania.
Larry, without looking, would you like to take a flying guess at how many matches, dual matches, Ed Peary has won in his coaching career? I think,
well, 27
even
years.
The most blasé of us.
27 years, if he did 10 a year, he's got to have over 250 to 300.
Well, he's got 303.
Okay.
That's a lot of wins. 303 wins and 89 losses is Peary's record. Thad Turner's record, 164 and 91. Thad has coached for a much shorter time, of course, for Lehigh.
You see the time, 10 seconds left. You see Lehigh's Thad Turner on his knee back there, just watching his star performer stay in control over the Navy captain, Dellorso.
Good choice, Craig.
During the season, Yozzo had lost to Tim Krieger of Iowa State by a criteria decision earlier on in the season. They tied at 4-4, and then Yozzo lost that. And then, of course, he had to give up a loss by default when he had his injury against Mike Arena of Hofstra in the Sheridan tournament. Second period.
Hands up and gains the escape, leading by 3. Yozzo, 3-time Eastern champion. Placed 3rd and 2nd in the NCAA, 2nd last year. 3rd the year before. Dellorso not willing to get too close to Yozzo because of his famous power trip. Trying to wrestle him at arm's length, basically. As Yozzo gets in tight, he's very tough when he's nose to nose with you, right in that situation. A lot of Olympic body throws upper body movement. And there you see Dellorso walking off the mat, going to get nailed.
Stalling call on Dellorso.
And Coach Peary saying, get back in there and cut dancing around. Let's get in, take them on.
Lehigh leading 11-0. Thad Turner has to be, well, he couldn't be happier winning 3 in a row, Larry. You said Lehigh needed 3 or 4 at least. Now Yozzo swings around, gets 2, leads 5-0.
Has over 2 minutes time advantage at this point. Trying to work up.
Hold it. He's hurt. He's hurt. Hold it.
We got another timeout. Don't know how that situation occurred, but this is the busiest that we've seen any trainer in the last bout and this bout. And I hope you have enough tape down in the truck, Shell. This may run at 3 hours. But he bumped his head. You heard him. Navy Captain Craig Dellorso, a senior out of Canonsburg, majoring in oceanography.
45 seconds to go in this period, right? Behind 5-0.
Yozzo leading 5-0, has almost 2 minutes of riding time to go, 45 seconds to go in the second period. Lehigh Navy wrestling from Grace Hall here on the Lehigh campus.
Okay, take it.
Yozzo's going to let him up, gives it away, makes it 5-1.
Of course, Yozzo not only being the team captain, wrestling the Navy team captain, so this is one of the few times this year, Shell, I can recall that 2 captains go at it. But Yozzo is a scholar athlete at Lehigh, carrying better than a 3-0 average. Going in on that single, but trying to counter is Dellorso. Yozzo still fighting to get the takedown, and does with 10 seconds left. Now has a 7-1 lead at the end of the second period.
Larry, I've seen a lot of, and you and I both have seen a lot of marvelous Lehigh wrestlers. We'll take a look at this replay.
Down.
And there has been a lot of injuries, of course, to Lehigh wrestlers through the years, but I just have to say that I don't think I've ever seen a wrestler come back as propitiously as Peter Yozzo has from an injury.
Well, if you could tell me what that means,
it means good, Larry. It means all right.
I only Lehigh alumnus. You got Brown and Boston U and all those other.
What I meant to say is effectively, usually wrestlers, when they come back from an injury, are very guarded in the way they come out, but Yozzo has come out like gangbusters in every one of his matches since his injury, winning 23-9, 21-6, then getting a fall, and leading here 7-2.
I think we may get a stalling call here. If Dellorso keeps backing away, and Yozzo's making the sweeps. I said earlier that Yozzo won the Easterns 3 times. I'm sorry about that. Bob Reaver will be calling me up, and Lee Barthel. He won it twice. He lost to Orr his freshman year in the finals at Princeton. I'm sure Princeton wrestling staff will be letting me know that I said that. I certainly don't want John Orr to be discredited. 1 minute left, last period.
There is a stalling warning already against Dellorso. We'll see.
He's got it.
There's another one, and that's a point.
8-2.
Now Yozzo has a chance also to pick up a major with a takedown, leading by 6, riding time almost assured. And Larry, I tell you, if Lehigh can win 4 in a row at the lower weights, it'll almost be like the old days. I don't know when the last time was Lehigh won 4 in a row down here.
Cool down, cool down, cool down, cool down. Okay. Okay, both guys.
Little bit of temperament on both parts down there off the mat. A little flurry of not so sportsmanlike action. This may be frustration more than anything. Yozzo wins, has a single with 25 seconds left. Trips his opponent, gains the takedown. Now has a 10-2 lead with 1 point guaranteed for time. 15 seconds left. Yozzo taking a peek in the corner. 7 seconds left on the clock. Lehigh's captain, Peter Yozzo, over the Navy's captain, Craig Dellorso by 8 points at this time. Yozzo jumping up front. Gives up an escape, but fortunately has the time to give that extra team point. It'll be 11-3.
Is that takedown by Yozzo in the sun?
Working up a Russian tie combination. Drops down on the single. Gets behind, makes a complete sweep on the opposite leg. And gravity takes over. They drop to the mat.
So in team score at the moment, after the first 4 bouts, that it won't be a mistake on the scoreboard. It'll be 15-0. There's the